Blessings. I am the Reverend Douglas Taylor, and I welcome you to another episode of Digging Deeper with Reverend Douglas. In each episode, I have the pleasure to answer a question that has come to me from a member of the congregation or somebody who watches these episodes online. You can send me your question at dtaylor at uubinghamton.org. Today's question is about the season that we're in. We've crossed solstice and are looking in toward New Year's Day coming. And so the question is about winter. What is your favorite thing about winter? Uh, People ask about holidays and about seasons. I think fall is probably my favorite season, but winter has its glories as well. So I'll first confess I am not uh, a winter sports person. I don't like skiing. I don't do snowmobiling or anything like that. So uh, it's I'm more of a romantic. I like to sit and watch the snow fall outside while I am indoors with a warm fire and a good book. That's my perfect winter evening. But I think the interesting question, the interesting track to go on with this kind of a question is we have seasons of our spirits that echo the winter, spring, summer, and fall experience that we have in the natural world. Our spirits have such seasons as well. And so, what is the really nice thing about the winter season that happens spiritually? Winter is a time of rest. It is a time of not having to work so hard to grow things, to create, to harvest and bring in. It's a time of quiet and rest. Darkness holds us in a tender way. Um, it is a time for, I mean, we don't really have this experience anymore today, but it was a time in people's real lives to go be sustained by what you had stored up in the cellar. And so today, we don't really have that kind of agrarian dependency on the weather, but spiritually, there are times when you will be called upon to be sustained by what you have stored up in the cellar of your spirit. And so, what have you been storing up in your spiritual cellar? Faith, hope, and love are traditional pieces that people call upon when they're in difficulty, when they're in a time when they can't create their own new energy. They have to rely on ways to get through. When you are not experiencing the vibrant interaction with the holy, you're in a more dormant phase. You need to rely on memories of good things, the experience, the practices that you have used over the years to attain that peace, so that you can access those resources that you have stored up for yourself in the winter spirit, the winter of your spirit. And the winter of your spirit may be a couple of days, it may be months, it may be years. Um, the spirit doesn't follow the same rhythm necessarily that nature does. And so the world outside around us is getting cold and dark, and we have resources within us to help us get through that. I think that line of thinking is my favorite, and one of the things I love about winter. Time for not needing to be productive, to just rest and grow. Blessings. I will see you next week. This has been Digging Deeper with Reverend Douglas.